Welcome to Girl with Blue Energy. So I haven't made a video in a little while and I'm due to make one. So I'm working on my next 90-day transformation. I'm on week 3 and this week I've been really discouraged. So I'm kind of making a mental note for myself because this happened during my second week of my last 90-day transformation. So when I make 90-day goals, here's my experience is somewhere around week 2 or week 3, I start failing at my goals and start questioning them and wondering if I should make a new plan or if I made my goals too hard. And so I want to record this because I'm going to keep doing these 90-day challenges and trying to make 90-day goals and make progress in them. And each time I record them, I learn something from it, and I learn something about myself, and I learn something I can use during my next 90-day transformation. So this morning, I just wanted to talk about a couple things. I watched a YouTube video from another YouTuber that has, I don't know, she probably has millions of followers. I don't know, but she has a lot. And she's one of those people who have, hundreds of thousands of views to each videos, not 27 or 100. And I listened to her today. She had a video on how she made her first 100,000. And I started crying, which I'm a pretty emotional person, so that's not totally surprising. But it was like she was speaking to me, and she drove up on her property and there were chickens, and it looked exactly like what I envision when I meditate, when I think about the future I want for myself. And the things she talked about really hit home to me. So some of those were talking about entrepreneurship, and it's something I also talked about on Facebook this week. One of the things that you have to deal with as an entrepreneur is there's no safety net and security, and there's those of us who are risk takers and like the freedom of being an entrepreneur, and then there's those of us who need the security and safety of a job. And I've always been the person that prefers freedom, which is also why I'm a libertarian. So this week, I'm like reevaluating my goals and reminding myself that you are a human being, but you also are capable of all the things you set out in this 90-day transformation. And one of those things that I really want to do is actually write a book. And I could care less if anyone reads it. For me, it's the act of accomplishment. It's the learning how to become a better writer and actually doing the writing of a book. And this will be my first book, my first pancake, and it might not turn out perfectly, but I think the more I practice, the better I'm going to get at it. And the more I make these YouTube videos, the better I'm going to get at it. And I know what I want from my life. I know what I want. And that's something I've been really struggling with for a while. I know I want to live on a property in the country, and I really want to have a new manufactured home. I think it's a good investment, and I want to have chickens and cows and a garden and be a little bit more self-sustaining. I want to have 2 successful YouTube channels, this one and Patty for Liberty, and ultimately I want my business, Badass Web Goddess, to make an income for me, but I eventually want to be able to be doing blogging and content full-time like I used to do on Just Mommies. And watching her video just reminded me that, when I started Just Mommies, everyone thought it was a dumb idea and that it was never going to make any money. So I have to put that in my mind as I try to grow this channel and my other channel, and remember that people who don't try don't do it. So even if I'm failing at this or not doing it perfectly, I'm learning something as I do it, and hopefully I can grow a following on this channel with people who support me and get my intentions and motivations. So that's my little blue energy for you guys for today. I'm getting back on track with my own 90-day goals. which I haven't lost track of all of them. I'm behind on a few of the goals, and I think I can still achieve all of them by the end of this transformation, or get pretty dang close. And I'm just trying to remind myself that I went through this with the last transformation, and I will probably struggle with this every time I do a 90-day goal challenge. So I am encouraging all my friends that are following me to please leave me a comment on how you're doing with your own 90-day goals, or if you're not doing a 90-day transformation, how you're doing with making progress on your own life goals and things you're trying to accomplish with your life. Anyway, thank you guys.